Hi there, if you have this video, then the chances are your employer has sent you your P60 and you want to know a little bit more about what your P60 means and what numbers it contains. So on the next slide, I'm going to show you an example of a P60, talk you through the boxes and why you might need your P60 going forward as well. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so this is an example of your P60. The tax year that we'll be currently looking at goes up to the 5th of April 2024 and it would start on the 6th of April 2023. So it's for a full 12-month period. On the right-hand side, you'll see your personal details, which you can double check, and your national insurance number. The works payroll number is generated from your employer's payroll system, so you can't edit that. As you go down, you'll see the pay and income tax details. If you have changed employment throughout the year, then you will see two boxes filled in. So the previous role that you had and any pay that you'd had in that period and any tax deducted, and then the current employment as well. You'll have a total for the year and how much tax you've paid. And at the bottom, you can see your final tax code. Now, with the tax code, you can double check if your tax code is correct by creating or logging into your personal government gateway. So you can create a personal tax government gateway for yourself and check the details that HMRC hold for you. If you're not sure if the tax code is correct, you will need to speak to HMRC directly. And if there is a problem, then they should amend your tax code and filter that straight through to your employers and their payroll system. As you scroll down, then you'll see national insurance contributions. Now, the NIC stands for National Insurance Code, and usually people are on letter A, it's the most common one, but there are different letter codes for different circumstances. And again, you can search for national insurance letters or codes and find out a bit more information about what they mean. And it should also be available in your personal government gateway as well. There are different levels of national insurance contributions depending on the regulation at the time. So you'll see things in the LEL, known as the lower earnings limit, the primary threshold, the upper earnings limit, and then over the primary threshold. All of these are automatically calculated depending on your national insurance number. As you scroll down, if you've had any statutory payments within that 12 months, the figures will be in these boxes here. And if you've made any student or postgraduate loan deductions, they will also show at the bottom. This would be a really good way to check that the information in your P60 matches your student loan statements. It's a good way of cross-checking those. And at the bottom, you should have your personal details. If these are incorrect in any way, you would need to let your employer know so they can update your employee records. And on the right-hand side, you'll see your employer's information and their pay-as-you-earn reference, which is automatically calculated from your employer's payroll system. So the reason that you would normally need this is to check any taxes that you may have paid in that month, or in those 12 months, maybe for a mortgage application or any other sorts of applications that affect your personal income. These P60s are really useful and you should keep them somewhere safe. If for any reason you can't find a previous one or you've lost them, you could ask your employer for a copy, or you can have a look in your personal government gateway profile to see if you can generate this information from there as well. Okay, I hope that helps. And if you need any further help, please go to your employer and ask them for some support. Okay.